Okay, we're on. This is webercam.com, a preparation of the rapid baguette, take 3. So, good afternoon. We're going to do a really fast baguette. It's about 2 o'clock and we should be done with this by about 4 o'clock. And my assistant is helping me. Frankie, say hello.
Hello.
We're going to start with mixing into a 10-cup Tupperware container. It's what I use for everything. 1 cup of water, 1 teaspoon of oil, and this is kind of my cheat. The oil allows me to cook the exterior very hard so it gets crusty, yet keep the interior very soft and tender. A teaspoon of kosher salt, about 5 grams, and this is the kicker, rapid rise active dry yeast. This is a instant active dry yeast. We use Red Star today. Any of the instant active dry yeast will work. Swirled it around, added our 2 2/3 cup of flour, stirred it into a ball. I'm going to stir it a little bit more. And I often will make the dough in a bread machine on the knead, just at the beginning of the dough cycle, just to knead it, because honestly I really don't like to knead dough. It's a pain in the ass. So, but I'm going to do it here just to show that there's no fancy equipment. So here's my gathered together dough ball. We're going to knead this. Sometimes I use my fancy Williams-Sonoma pastry knife. Oh no, this is my Lowe's 89-cent one. Just to get the kneading started. It makes things a little bit neater. Keeps your counter cleaner. So I just fold it a few times. Everyone's got their own kneading technique. And then eventually we evolve into the classic Julia Child kneading technique, where you push, fold, push, fold, push, fold, until the thing feels pretty uniform. I don't believe in over kneading dough. It's not necessary. Alright, so this 600 gram ball will be divided, cooked into 2 baguettes. Each one, after cooking, will be about a ½ pound. So we're going to throw it into my container. This is a 10-cup Rubbermaid container. Throw it in there. Get a hole in the lid so it can vent the CO2 that evolves on fermentation. I'm going to leave this for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. It's been a little over an hour. And this could be a little bit bigger, but it's still risen enough to go on. I'm going to dust the top with flour. Take our lump, our fancy dough knife, cut it in 2, and take each piece. And divide the dough and let it rest for about 10 minutes. Don't even cover it. See you back in 10. Okay, our 2 balls of dough are squashed down. I just squashed them. We're going to form them into a baguette. I did 1. Cut it in half, fold it into the middle, and just keep folding. Now we're going to get these out to about 15 inches. All we're going to do is just keep repeating that. Take this, squash it down. And I also have to remember, get my oven preheated. I'm going to use 450 and I'm going to use convection. So here's both of these baguettes. They're about 15 inches or so. Frankie is here helping. We're not going to use the inflatable balloon anymore, but so we're going to keep flattening these out. Go over there. Go over there. Come on, Mom doesn't want you on the video. So keep flattening and rolling. And now we got something that looks pretty good. It's a nice uniform baguette shape. Same with this one. Flatten it out. Roll one side right into the middle. And it's a coolish day. Usually I just let these rest. So now they're final baguette shape. I'm going to sprinkle them with flour, let them rest. And what we're going to, hey, come on, move. What we're going to use to cook them on is a simple piece of screen.
Don't put that on my balloon.
The screen can be bought anywhere near the barbecue supplies. It's a simple piece of metal. I think people sell them so you can cook vegetables on the grill. So we're going to put them here once they're finished proofing. So this stage, right before they go in the oven, is called proofing. And we're going to let these guys sit for about, it's kind of cool today, I think we'll let them rest for about 15 minutes.
Yep, that's perfect.
That's perfect. And again, I'm not going to cover them. They won't dry out. It's too short a time. So in about 15 minutes, what we're going to do is dock them, give those slashes on the top, put them on our baking sheet or a piece of screen. Frankie, get away. And then pop them in the oven. Okay, but they still can be handled. Can take a look at that. They're not too delicate. I'm going to place it on the screen and take the other one, put it on the screen, and now we're going to take, I have a 10-inch chef's knife that I just sharpened yesterday, and we're going to put some slashes on the top. So you're just going to run very easily, almost parallel to the loaf, and just slice them. I'll give you a look at what that looks like. To put this in the oven, I'm going to use a pizza peel. I'm going to put this in. Our oven's been preheating, and this is what they look like. So that's it. I'm going to throw them in the oven. So 450 degree oven. And throw, to steam it, I'm going to add about maybe 100 milliliters of water, a few ounces. Throw it into the bottom, and that's it. They look pretty good. Check it for you just so you can, just to prove that it has a nice crust. So here's one, and there it is. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't get too much better than that. Practice this a little bit. It takes a little while to get the hang of it. All the steps are been worked out for a long time. And give it a shot. I think you'll like it. Thanks for watching. This has been a Webercam.com.